Unlock your iPhone first.
Sorry, Siri. You weren't supposed to be part of this call.
What is going on, everybody? I am Jackson.
And I am Tristan.
And today, on this episode of the Evening Cup, we are straying away from the spirits and we are going to try out some vino.
Some wine, if you needed a translation from Jackson's, I believe, Italian.
You know it.
So today we asked our sales rep, our new sales
You'll
rep.
need to unlock your iPhone first.
Sorry, Siri. You weren't supposed to be part of this call. Yeah, so we asked our sales rep, and he's a new guy. Well, new to us. He's been doing this for a while. He's been in the wine industry for a minute over in Kalamazoo.
In the biz.
And so we were like, hey, what's a wine that we really, really need to taste? And he said a Pinotage.
Without hesitation. This was we asked him for an interesting wine we should taste, and this was the first one he told us.
Yeah. Pinotage from Barista. It's a South African vineyard. A Pinotage is, I think, a mixture of a couple of wines.
I do believe it is a blend.
Yeah, it's a red wine grape in South Africa's signature variety. It was cultivated there in 1925 as a cross between a Pinot Noir and a Cinsaut. I don't really know how to pronounce that one. It's Cinsaut. It was known as Hermitage in South Africa at the time, hence the name of Pinotage. Typically produces a deep red varietal wine with smoky, bramble, and earthy flavors. Sometimes with the notes of bananas and tropical fruit. You guys know how much Jackson loves his bananas.
I do love bananas.
So we'll see if it has a banana flavor. I have looked up Barista Pinotage.
I don't think this one's going to taste like bananas, but we'll see.
Yeah. And so I don't know if Jack knows the notes, but I do. He does.
They're on the back of the bottle that I was just looking at.
He's ahead of the game. So we'll see what it really tastes like. Yeah. So let's talk about the bottle. What's it look like?
Well, it's got a nice, clean label here. Barista. It's got a shield. And it's a 2020 Pinotage. It is a wine of origin, Western Cape, product of South Africa.
So apparently in the Pinotage world, there's some criticisms going on.
Oh, really?
Some scandal. Despite the reputation of easy cultivation, the Pinotage grape has not escaped criticism. A common complaint is the tendency to develop isoamyl acetate during winemaking, which leads to a sweet pungency that often smells like paint.
That's a bad thing.
I mean, I don't think smelling like paint is desirable, but some people calling the nose hot and horrible and compares the taste to rusty nails. I hope you have your tetanus shot.
I had a rusty nail one night at a bar in East Chicago. It was an experience.
Yeah, okay. I forget what's in a rusty nail.
I believe it is whiskey and Drambuie.
Ew. All right. So
I'm letting it breathe.
All right, pour it in. Let's get some nose on this. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, okay. That's. For some reason I thought the color was gonna be brown. I don't know why. It said red grapes. So yeah, we're using our stemmed crystal glasses here. Seeing if it's got some.
I thought you just slopped that all over the table.
No, I have control. I can already tell this viscosity is very. Is it low? What is not viscous? Thin.
Yeah. I mean, I believe viscosity is the degree of thickness, so it's
right.
It's got a low viscosity or a high viscosity.
So
it's a very thin.
Yeah.
liquid.
So low. I think I don't see much legs. Cole asked the other day. So what are legs? Oh, there's some there. What are legs when they're talking about that? And I'm gonna be honest. I told him I don't really know. I do know that it's if it's viscous, it sticks to the glass a little bit and then kind of has these spider-like legs. But it doesn't seem to have very much legs. It's there. They're there. Ever so gently.
It smells good.
Does it? Okay, what's the nose like? Is it pungent?
It's not hot.
So you're saying it doesn't smell like cheap tequila?
No, or rusty nails.
Oh, actually, it kind of has a. I just smelled roast beef. Straight up,
We got the meats.
straight up roast beef.
I mean, I guess I can see where you're coming from, but that was not the first scent that came to my mind. It was not beef.
I feel like I'm about to order
Some of this beef wine.
a large roast beef sandwich from Arby's right now.
Pairs well with an Italian beef. It's the au jus that you drip it in. That's actually what this is.
Yes. You said, yeah. Okay. So a little bit more details on the Pinotage. Apparently, it's also grown in Brazil, Canada, Israel, New Zealand, United States, and Zimbabwe.
Interesting.
Yeah. Apparently, they're planting some in Arizona, California, Michigan. There's going to be a Michigan Pinotage. Gonna have to grab it. It must be up and coming. So, like Jack said, the sales rep instantaneously was like, you gotta try this.
I thought he was kind of saying it because the name's barista and we're in a coffee shop. But the more he explained it, I kind of understood why. It's called barista because it apparently tastes like coffee.
Yeah. It's so the color, it's a dark burgundy.
Plum, perhaps.
Yeah, it's very red still, but purpley as well. So maybe not as far as burgundy, but plum I think is a good call. The nose, like I said, beef. Let me smell it one more time.
So I don't smell beef.
What do you smell?
I get a low key chocolate notes, a little bit, not very much, just a little bit. And some like deep berry, like not a sweet berry, but like perhaps a mulberry. Oh,
a Burberry, gooseberry.
So last morning cup, when Josh filled in for you, the last coffee we had notes of red currant and
not black currant,
red currant. And Josh looked it up. What a currant is. It's a berry. It's a member of the gooseberry family.
A gooseberry.
It's a member of the gooseberry family, and that's a little bit of that kind of berry I'm getting. It's one of the less sweet berries, not like a blackberry or a strawberry or a raspberry, but a savory berry.
Yeah, a mulberry, blackberry, a damson,
boysenberry,
schnozberry,
huckleberry.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I smell a little bit of leather, which is funny. I think who was it? I think it was TT and someone else was like, "What leather? Like, why would they describe it like?" And I was like, "You've never put leather in your mouth and just wanted to try it?" Like,
or are you a normal person? Wait a minute, you've never tasted leather?
Tasted leather?
Or are you a normal person?
I guess you didn't play softball or baseball
Oh yeah.
because you definitely
did.
tasting some leather. But leather really has a nice taste. Faith was with me. She's tasted leather before. She said
Not surprised.
she was like, yeah, you just
Chew on it.
chew on it.
It's a little juicy.
Yeah. So apparently this grape is naturally high in tannins.
Oh, the tannins.
The tannins.
Did you let the tannins rest?
That's what we're doing right now, right? Letting it breathe, letting them rest.
It's breathing.
You know, this has a woody smell, I think. A little less like beef, more like oak. Okay.
I'm gonna drink some.
All right. Well, cheers.
Salute.
That was that was close. Thought we broke that on a second. So Jack just took his first sip. He's going to tell us what he thinks. I'm going to take my first sip. You know, definitely a dark berry. I've never had a gooseberry.
Neither have I.
But I would expect this is what it tastes like.
So the back of the bottle here says it's a burst of intense, rich coffee and chocolate aromas with ripe nuances of mulberry, plum, no Oxford comma, and maraschino cherries.
The good ones?
That I can't tell you. I would say these would rank more up with like the Luxardo cherries than the bright red cherries you get from Gordon's Food Service.
Yeah. So it's supposed to smell like chocolate and coffee?
Yeah, it says you got a rich coffee and chocolate aroma.
Yeah, I'm not getting that. But
I get a smidge, a skosh of chocolate.
yeah.
But it's overwritten by the roast beef and mulberry.
Very acidic.
Yeah, it is quite acidic to be TBH.
Interesting wine.
Kind of tinges the taste buds a little bit.
Yeah, he was not wrong when he picked this one as an interesting wine.
I would say the only other wine that I've tasted that's not even similar was that if we go back to that Indian wine that I tasted that was very herbaceous.
Yeah. What was that? What kind of wine was that? I don't remember, but go find out on past.
I actually really liked that wine. This wine is what I like to call fine. I don't hate it.
Like
I
fine
love it.
wine?
No,
It's
no,
fine.
this is fine.
Would you be okay ordering a bottle of this, or sorry, a cup of this at the restaurant?
So I have a tendency, like when ordering wine at restaurants, I just kind of go off the cuff and order one that I think looks cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I ordered this and got this, I would not be upset. I would not say this is a bad wine. Now knowing what this tastes like, would I buy a bottle of it? I don't know. I can't say.
So, okay. Hear this out. It says, enjoy this on its own, which, like you said, it's fine. Or with a seared duck breast, a crisp pork belly, or your favorite pizza. To be honest, this with a pork, you know how, with that like appley, like pork roast loin?
Yeah. I can see that going well with that.
Yeah.
Or with some duck.
Yeah. A nice lean
Pizza, though. Interesting pairing. Somebody get me a deep dish right now.
Send it. I think the mixture of the sweet with this like little savory bitter berry flavor would go great.
That. Yeah. Pardon me. I think I would agree that this would be a better wine with food.
Yeah, I think it would be. Could you see it with the quesadilla though?
Perhaps.
Or
Grilled cheese.
I was just gonna say Cole's grilled cheese. Nice little basil, tomato, cheddar.
I would like this in a flight of wine, though. I would say that because it'd be a nice little departure from the normal reds.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The more I drink this, I'm actually kind of digging it.
I'm with you. I'm actually, it's definitely it shocks the palate, right? It kind of gets you going.
It's a conversation starter for sure too. Like if you want to wow some of your friends with a cool wine that's not just a box of Franzia, you can hit them up with a little bit of barista Pinotage. It's a cool name. Pinotage. It's not just a regular cab or a Pinot
or a Malbec.
Pinotage.
It is at 13.04% alcohol. There is 7.9 grams per liter of residual sugar. And as we discussed, it is acidic. It's a 3.58 pH. Far departure, the 8 and over water. So this is not going to get you perfectly balanced. But,
well, you got to dehydrate while you rehydrate, right?
Yeah.
Great poet once said that. Well, there she's gone. Yeah, so I'm gonna say this. I think my fine reference at the beginning might have been a little quick. The more I drank that, the more I would say my mouth kind of got used to the acidity, and then that kind of subsided, and it really lets you enjoy the flavors more than just getting kind of buzzed by the acidity.
Yeah.
And I definitely think drinking this with some sort of food would be ideal, because that would cut some of that acidity as well.
Yeah, and oh wait,
that wasn't locked in.
And realistically, this is a very affordable wine. It is. I've seen anywhere from 15 to 20, 25 bucks.
Even 14 or 13 right there.
Yeah. I'm seeing. So this brand specifically has it's not, you're not going to be breaking the bank. You're not going. Here's what I've come to learn, and I've also heard that that $10 bottle range sounds pretty nice, but if you spend that extra $5,
it'll go up in quality
a lot more.
And just going up to the $30 to $50 range does not mean it's going to be good wine.
Correct. I would say, like I've said with Malbecs, the $15 bottle is really going to play $10 under what it really should be valued at. It's about a $25 bottle.
So you're saying Argentinian Malbecs are undervalued? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I think they are undervalued. And I have heard someone say that, but I have tried it myself, and I've been extremely happy with the Argentinian Malbec variety.
I think you can get a better Malbec for a lower price than you can a
Pinot or a cab. Yeah,
I would compare, and I would kind of compare this to a cab too. Just it's not sweet. It's a little bit more on the dry side. It's not super, but it's not like super
light.
Dry.
It's light like the Pinot Noir.
Yeah,
and a little bit sweet. It actually has a little bit of sweet on the front end, and then it finishes kind of like a cab.
And then it's not very, like you said, it's not very heavy. And obviously, it's made with a Pinot
varietal kind of.
Varietal, yeah, kind of. But yeah, like I said, the more I drank this, the more I liked it, and definitely if you're going to pair it with food, I think that would work really well.
Yeah. This is off the cuff, never discussed before, but I'm interested in actually carrying this here.
Well, it is barista. It's a perfect match. I think maybe the guy knew what the hell he was talking about.
Wow. He sold us
hook, line, and sinker.
But he knew his wine, which, when we were talking to him, we talked about possibly doing wine tastings with him and meet the maker events. So I want to know out there if that's something you guys would be interested. Please leave a comment if you are interested in an event similar to that. Could be coming to you soon.
Let us know in the comments and we'll see what we can do.
I think it's time to see if we give this a stamp of approval or not.
So as I said earlier, my first few sips, I said it was just okay. It was fine. But the more I drank it and the more I thought about it and the more kind of used to I got to it, I was able to taste the nuanced flavors, as they say on the bottle. And I really liked it. I've really gotten away from sweet wines.
Man, right?
They made my tummy ache, so I don't drink them a lot. And
the red wine is definitely the superior wine.
And I'm approaching middle age, and so my taste buds are changing. As we noted when I was drinking that beer.
Oh, that you wanted
the Two Hearted,
the world's most finest IPA.
Yeah,
give me your finest IPA.
Yeah. Historically, I've not been a fan of Two Hearted by Bell's, and I drank one the other day because it was free. And I looked at Tristan and said, "Damn it, I actually kind of like this."
Shout out to Bell's, Larry Bell, just selling, doing the thing, retiring.
Yeah, that's the goal when you start a business, is to build it up to what you want it to be and then be able to retire and enjoy your work. So
congratulations, Larry Bell.
Kudos to him. But yes, back to it. I will give this my stamp of approval.
Boom. Jackson stamp of approval right there for you. I would have to agree. It started out
a little rough.
It's interesting, as the guy said.
And maybe it did actually need to breathe a little bit longer.
It probably did. Because it's a way different wine now than it was when we first started. It's actually very smooth. It's sort of like the Malbec, where at first it kind of gives you that boom, and then you just drink it. It kind of is like, oh wow, this is smooth. This is nice. So check it out, Pinotage by Barista, possibly coming to a Cafe Rica near you. This is not a promo, by the way.
No, it's not. Thank you for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. Take it easy.